Welcome to Discover San Diego. I'm your host, Valley, and I'm here with Frank Grannis about La Jolla.
La Jolla. I mean, everybody's favorite.
It is. It is our favorite.
Yeah.
La Jolla is such a beautiful neighborhood. There's so many like nooks and crannies. Of course, it's a beachfront town. Tell us what your favorite things about La Jolla are.
Okay, well, I'm a reminiscer, and I grew up, even though I'm just 21 years old. No, but I grew up in La Jolla, went to the Bishop School for Boys and Girls.
Wow.
You got to get that full title from 7th to 12th grade. So there's parts of La Jolla I look at, through my reminiscing eyes. But it really hadn't changed a ton, which is nice about it. I mean, it's kept current. But the things I like about it is, as you kind of just let off, there's 16, how you ever want to slice it, but there's about 16 distinct neighborhoods in La Jolla. And like you said, you can be right on the ocean, or you can be up in the Mount Soledad with the view of the ocean, or something like in between. So yes, surrounded by water, but depends on exactly how close you want to be. But what do I love about it? I love, the arts. I mean, you can go up towards UCSD. You could see the La Jolla Playhouse. You could go to in the Village, and you can the Conrad, where you can see symphonies. I mean, for such a small little spot, really, there's so much great, incredible arts. The food and the restaurants are amazing. I could go through a list.
What's your number one favorite?
Right now, my number one. My number one is Paradisia, which is in Bird Rock, and I love all the neighborhoods, but lately Bird Rock just keeps growing on me. But I'd say Paradisia is like my favorite, and then Wheat and Water, which is a pizza place, which is just right next to that. Those are two just in Bird Rock. I could go on.
What neighborhood did you grow up in La Jolla?
I didn't grow up in La Jolla.
Okay.
I grew up going to Bishop's.
Okay, got it.
So I was there every single day. And Bishop's is really right in the Village. And as a side note, I mean, how many children get to have a great education? And I didn't do well in Spanish because I literally could see out the window while the teacher was teaching and could see the waves breaking on Cuvier Street, which is, that's not.
If somebody was going to go spend their Saturday in La Jolla, what would a Saturday look like?
I mean, a Saturday would, whether you've been there a million times or never been before, I think it's important to get down to, say, La Jolla Shores, because you have such a long strip of beach that you can go, depending on the tides, you could go all the way towards, literally almost through Torrey Pines, but down into where it kind of ends at the La Jolla Beach and Tennis Club. I think that gives you a real good kind of general feel for the place. Then you can pop in and you could go to the cheese shop for some food, some sandwiches, but vintage candies. I don't know if you've ever done that, but if you want any candy that was ever invented, they have that there. And so you kind of get a feel for it. You could rent a kayak if you don't live there already. And then I would venture into La Jolla itself, the Village.
Yeah. And then spend the rest of your evening just kind of dining and enjoying the sights of La Jolla. It's got a really beautiful sunset.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun Saturday, and I was daydreaming as you were talking of taking my family there this weekend. So wonderful, Frank. Well, we are very excited to learn about La Jolla, and like I said, I'm going to go try it out this weekend.
So I think I'll go there for the millionth time and probably find something new as myself.
I might run into you. Thanks, Frank.